For me to welcome you here today in Mexico for this 7th meeting of the Broadband Commission for Digital Development. I am very glad that we have here Your Excellencies, the industry leaders, many colleagues, and we have the presence of our Secretary of Foreign Affairs. We give also him the welcome to be with us. Thank you for being here. And we are also waiting the arrival of another officials of the government that are working mainly in this area of technology and telecommunications, broadband, and information and communications technology. We are very happy to honor and host you during this weekend and to co-share this commission once again with my admired and very respectful friend, His Excellency President Paul Kagame. Thank you for coming, President. It's especially welcome because it's his first visit to Mexico. We wait that you come more often to visit us and being with us and share so many experience and knowledge that you have and how you are moving not only your country but many new paradigms for Africa themselves. Thank you for coming, President. I am also very glad to have by my side the two co-vice chairs of the Commission, Dr. Hamadoun Touré, Secretary General of ITU, and Irina Bokova, Director General of UNESCO, who have provided us with a great support to increase the effectiveness of our activities. This new meeting is the 3rd anniversary of our Commission. We have walked a long way together since 2010, when we were given this important responsibility of co-chairing the Commission together with President Kagame. And it has been a great pleasure to perform this task together and to exchange with all of you so many interesting experiences throughout the past 6 meetings. In these 3 years, we have made great achievements to put broadband network services and applications high in the global agenda. Our broadband targets have already become a reference to assess the progress that the ICT family is making towards achieving broadband inclusion for all, which is the goal of this group. It is also very important that independent of the current economic context around the world, in which the countries and populations that are struggling more are those of the so-called first world, all of these that have a very high income per capita and has led the development of the world for so many years, mainly in Europe and including US and Japan, with so many years with this situation. And doesn't matter that all of this is happening, or maybe because it is happening, we need to make these new recommendations and produce these new recommendations on how broadband can bring those countries back to the pathway to sustain social and economic development and create new jobs, in particular for young professionals. It's very important that this is the main and most important tool of this new civilization of technology, information, knowledge that changed completely the face of the world, be adopted for everyone, and that will help to also find all these new activities that will generate the employment that these countries are lacking, especially for young people. It's very important that all this area of information technology that is generating a lot of jobs be developed together with the applications and advances and content that they bring that are very important for the development of all the countries. This new society increase the productivity because of the technology, and this increase in productivity means that people need to work less because the increase in productivity is so big and is so fast that it's very important to find the jobs for these people that are displaced for this increase in efficiency and productivity. We see these countries that are not getting down their wealth. They are still with very high income per capita. We are talking about countries with $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 per capita that still they are in this level, and doesn't matter that they have a big economic crisis. The income doesn't fall down, still maintains high, but they don't conduce the changes for make that this increase in wealth and productivity that creates technology be conducive for creating new jobs for the young people. Here in Mexico, we are proposing a solution for working and connect to all. That is one of our main target, and that consists that in these two parts of the technology of the broadband importance in the new society. One is the access to all, and the other part is the development of content and applications to be used in health, to be used in education, to be used for entertainment, but also for business, economy, and government management. All this content is just beginning, and the potential is so big, and we need to push that for our national and regional needs, and some of them should be global. By the other side, the technology that is in place, making every day, every time, very often available the prices, the services, and the speed. Every time the speed is faster, the price is lower, and that is helping to look our target of access to all. And with this access to all that we are looking for, is very important, not only the fixed lines that are decreasing, that they are with a low penetration, maybe around 30% now, but what is happening now with the 4G and the smartphones that can give universal or near universal access for all with these new mobile devices that we were talking yesterday, that Huawei is thinking already in $55 for end of this year, okay. And for next year, 50. And they are thinking in China to go to 70% of penetration in smartphones. That is fantastic in the next 3 years, you told me? Next 3 years. That's fantastic achievement. And that's only a way to see how the access, universal access, will be there. But beyond this universal access, by direct connection, by direct connectivity, we are proposing and working for in the last 5 years to make digital libraries and to give access to everyone in every place, every time, by these public libraries and the copybook. We call it digital copybook, the USB, to make it accessible. You have one maybe in front of you, access to everyone to be connected. And well, I think one of the other things that we need to push in our commission beyond the connection to all, universal service, should be work for development of applications. For the applications we need, mainly for health and education, but also for other. Commerce is very important and finance is very important. Obviously, the government is very important. But in my opinion, education is very important. And develop some applications that also push the creation of new jobs. Well, in some way, these are the topics that we have been discussing for 3 years, some of them, and we are going to discuss today in this meeting. And well, I give you again my most warm welcome to all of you to Mexico. Thank you very much. I believe in circumstances, and I think that you make your own destiny. But your own destiny depends on the circumstances, and that in some way you can say that circumstances take you to some maybe to some destiny, no? But I believe in the freedom to create your own future, no? Because if there is not there, is in other place, but you will find it, and it's very clear just by common sense the growing of mobile because of many reasons. First, it's cheaper because there are not the paraphernalia that you have in landline. You have a copper going from each home to other home, and big hoppers to the centrals. It's very complicated, a landline company, no? A landline network. It's like a water or power line. You need to have the pipe to the. You cannot send water by wireless or energy, but you can send voice by wireless. And you know about broadband TV. You know that with a big antenna, you send to every place the signal. Well, if you can develop a network that you don't need wire and cable and copper and all this, that means that it's a lot more efficient and more cheaper than the other. And when you are giving a landline, you are giving a landline to a house, to a home. But a mobile is for a person, and there are more persons than houses. No? You can maybe 3 or 4 persons per house. That means that if you have 20 million or 25 million houses, you have 100 million persons. And it's cheaper. The operation is a lot cheaper for communication.